Hey guys, it's beeroseinchina. Welcome back, and if you're new here, it is great to see you here. I'm here today to tell you I used to be just like you. I only knew what the media told me about China. It has been a country that's shrouded in mystery, but in 2018, I got the opportunity to visit. Fast forward to now, I've been living here for 6 years. I don't have time right now to talk about it, but if you want to learn more about why I've been here, how I got here, whatever, go check out my other video. And you know, I've been here for 6 years, and boy, have my views and opinions totally changed. And my views and opinions have not changed because of what the Western media has told me. They haven't changed because what the Chinese media has told me. They have changed because of what I have seen, the real people that I have met, the real things that I have been through living here, my day-to-day life. So I used to have some misconceptions about China, and maybe you do too. So today I am here to unshroud the mystery. All right, let's dive right in, guys. Hey, by the way, I saved the most controversial point for last, so be sure to stick around and catch that one, all right? My first misconception about China: I am a target. A lot of people like to act like China is just like North Korea, where you will be constantly monitored or might be wrongfully detained. This is actually even on my government's website, and freaked my mom out, to be honest. She's a well-researched woman, so she checked the website, and instead if she traveled here, she might be wrongfully detained. I told her, Mom, there is no way that will happen. So let me tell you, there are cameras that are scattered around the city, and they are watching people, but they're not watching for just anybody, and they're not going to capture just someone for funsies. They are there to capture the bad people doing the bad things. In China, if you are following the law, if you don't break the rules, you will not be a target. And I'm sure you do this in your own country. You follow the rules. You are a law-abiding citizen. So if you follow the rules, if you don't break the law, you will not be a target. Case closed. I wish Levi were here, my son. There's a cute little bird. He would love to see it. So cute. My next misconception is that you can't own your apartment or your house, and the government can tear down where you live and just kick you out with nowhere to go. This is totally not true, and actually really interesting because I haven't seen anybody online talk about this. So let me clear the air, let me clear it up. So you can own your house or apartment, but you don't own the land. There is a lease on the land for 70 years. So when where you live turns 70 years old, it will be torn down, and you have a few options. So one, you might be offered a new place there, and usually it's going to be bigger than your last. Another option, you take money. Another option, you pick an apartment in the same area. And while you are displaced, you aren't just SOL. The government will give you money to go and rent another place until your new place is ready. Oh, you're so cute. Hi. Taika Isla. My next misconception, I thought that China didn't have anywhere beautiful to visit. Why did I feel like that? I guess it's because the Western media only shows China in a really bad light. And BBC will even color grade footage of China and make it look colorless and dreary and awful. And they don't make the people seem inviting or friendly or welcoming, nothing. But actually, it's totally untrue. China is gorgeous. The places in China, when you visit them, they feel unreal because they're so freaking beautiful. If you don't believe me, check out my other videos because I've really been to those places, I've seen those things, and I'm continuing to travel to more places and see more things. If you like to see the beautiful places of China, keep following me because there's more videos coming out soon. My next misconception, China is extremely polluted. This is a huge question that I've seen in the comments, and I have tried to respond to as many as possible, but I have kids, you know, so I just don't have that much time. So I'm here to clear the air. There are more good air days than there are bad air days. Beijing is unique because we are literally surrounded by mountains. So any bad air that gets inside of Beijing stays there until there's a windy day. As you can see, today is very windy and the sky is beautiful and blue. Another thing that maybe you guys don't know that causes pollution is sandstorms. I had no idea that Beijing experienced sandstorms. The government has planted tons of trees to stop the sand from getting into the city. When the sandstorms do hit, the AQI will soar sky high. It's terrible, but there's nothing you can do because that is from Mother Nature herself. I hope that can clear the air about the pollution. My next misconception, Chinese food is not that yummy. I have to admit this to you guys as my dirty little secret. When I first got here, I had no idea what to eat because I couldn't really speak any Chinese, so I just had to use my translator apps. And also, before I came here, I was a vegetarian, so I was trying to find vegetarian options. I didn't know how to ask people for meat-free stuff, and when I did order things that I thought would be meat-free, they weren't. In the States, if you order tofu, it is a vegetarian option, but in China, they put minced meat all over the tofu. And also vegetables are usually fried in some kind of animal oil. So even if you're getting vegetables, it is fried in animal oil. You cannot avoid the meat. I ditched my vegetarian status because I was losing weight, I was withering away, I was miserable, I didn't know what to eat. And this was actually conveniently the time that I had met my husband, and he opened me up to the wonderful world of Chinese food. There are so many different kinds of Chinese food from all over China, and I have fallen in love with Chinese food. Even now, I would say 6 out of 7 days of the week, I am eating Chinese food. I'm talking breakfast, I'm talking lunch, I'm talking dinner. All of those meals, I'm eating Chinese food. The food here is wonderful and it is nothing like you can get in the States. Panda Express, that is literally trash. Quit eating Panda Express. The things, Panda Express is trash. Quit eating Panda Express. I mean, eat it if you must, but it's nothing like you can get in China. The food here is incredible. The peppers they use, the spices, the dishes are colorful. Western cuisine just feels so dull and gray and beige. There are no wonderful spices or fabulous veggies inside. I have truly fallen in love with Chinese food. And thank you to my husband for showing me all of the wonderful stuff. My next misconception, made in China means bad quality. In the States, in the past, when things would break, I would hear people blame it on the fact that they were made in China. They just equated made in China to bad products, bad materials, bad assembly, bad quality in general. I have since moved to China and I have realized that Chinese people have caught on to this. I think that they know that people think this, so there has been a rebrand of sorts. I personally have tried some fabulous made in China brands that have blown me away. One being Soul Goods. I love Soul Goods. It is a streetwear brand and the clothing is high quality. It is designed by someone in Paris and it is made with the finest materials. It's a wonderful brand. You should definitely check it out. And also we renovated our apartment with made in China goods. And in the States, I think we would have paid probably 4 times more for everything. And it's amazing. Our apartment looks incredible. Nothing is falling apart. Everything has been assembled fabulously. We've used all non-toxic materials. Made in China nowadays does not mean bad quality. This was a huge misconception that I had. And my last misconception, my last point, this is the most controversial one, so thank you for sticking around until now, if you have stuck around, and that is that China is living under communist rule, so it must be terrible to live here for the people. This is totally wrong. I think that we associate communism with being a bad thing due to Russia and our history with them. We can't really escape that. But I have lived here and I have experienced what it means to live under communist rule, and it's kind of rad for the people, to be honest, because the government has lifted millions of people out of poverty, and the government really has worked to bring about stability and equality for all people. Communist rule also makes it so that people can have access to public health care. Things are affordable. You're not going to break the bank or avoid going to get care if you need it. It's incredible. If you want a video about this, let me know, because this is a really complex subject. Before I moved here, I was very curious about how China could be communist, how that would work out, because like I said, the Western media portrays communism as a bad thing. It's really more complex than any of us could have ever known living in the States. All right, well, those are all my misconceptions. I do have more, but I just don't have the time today. So if you want a part 2, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to support my channel and what I do, please hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. It means so much to me. All right, guys, that's all for today. Until next time, bye. 再见. Peace out. Come on, let's go.